Singer-songwriter Leigh Hetherington. She has been performing since the age of 5. She has performed in live shows, TV, radio commercials. She's done it all. But she really discovered that she had a gift when she started singing at funerals.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me.
Beautiful. So Leigh also performs at senior living and assisted living centers. We welcome Leigh Hetherington to our show. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
When I met you and I asked you what you did and you said, oh, I sing at funerals, I just thought, what? And then I asked you more about it, and it's actually this wonderful thing that you do for people who are really grieving. So
thank you.
How did you get into this?
Well, as you're speaking a little bit about my background, I've been fortunate to be a professional singer most of my life. And as you said, when I was younger, when I was 5, I was in the recording studio singing on 5 of my mom's Christian children's records that she wrote and published all over the Midwest. I had a musical theater background, so I was fortunate to perform with Kristen Chenoweth in Oklahoma, where we grew up. And then I was very fortunate to be cast opposite Neil Patrick Harris in the Los Angeles production of the Broadway show Rent, and sang for commercials and demos. So that's my background as a singer. And then about 12 years ago, I started to do hospice work, where I was singing for patients in their homes and doing bereavement support for families.
Wow.
About 5 years ago, I was in a mortuary in Culver City called Kingsley Gates Smith Salisbury. I was just kind of a liaison for a family who was needing to make plans, and I saw in their service book that they provide the service of a vocalist or a musician for families. And I had already sung for quite a few funerals for my grandparents and friends and family, but I didn't know that this was a service that mortuaries offered to people. So I spoke with Kingsley Gates Smith Salisbury about my background as a singer, auditioned for them, and they have now become like family to me. And my pianist shown there, Cody Gillette, he's just amazing. But they have us work with families for the past 5 years, and it's expanded beyond that now, where I sing for Catholic high mass services, church funerals, celebration and memorial life ceremonies, home wakes, ash spreading ceremonies.
Mostly Christian or all denominations?
All denominations, all denominations, yes.
At what point did you decide, like, this is what I'm really going to do for a living? I mean, with a voice like yours, and obviously you have success in it, instead of continuing to go on for the recording contract or singing on stage, you can still do that. Now you've decided this is what I'm going to do.
I have, yes. I love it.
What was the turning point?
The turning point for me was the connections that I have with families, the feeling that happens and that's created there within the service. So I get so much out of it as well. If you can imagine sitting and a few times a week or so getting to listen to a eulogy of someone's life and how much perspective that you get about life from that throughout the week. I always leave being reminded of what's truly important in life. It makes me want to be a better parent, a better citizen of the world, a better version of myself. And being able to sing for grieving families, there's a really special reverence and honor that I feel for that. I really channel so much support and love for the family through my heart as I sing. My pianist feels the same when he plays. And
I was listening to the music. I get teary-eyed when I hear some of the music, because it's some of the...
How do you not cry?
Yeah, and is it not
hearing
draining?
those eulogies, I mean, you must get overpowered with emotion sometimes.
Yes, I feel deep emotion when I sing them, but I'm there to support the family and to bring a lot of love and support to them. So people fall apart in front of me all the time when I sing, and I'm just there to support them and try to uplift them through the music. And oftentimes, I don't know if either one of you have had to plan a funeral before, make arrangements for someone, but in a very short period of time, you have to make so many decisions, fill out so much paperwork. It's a very stressful period, and oftentimes a family member is in shock when they're going through that. So when they sit down for the funeral service and I begin to sing and my pianist Cody begins to play, sometimes, you know, music really takes you to your heart. It really makes you feel emotion. So oftentimes this is the first time that family members are able to really grieve and express that and feel that, and that's such an important part of our grieving process as humans.
What's the best compliment you could get, I guess?
The best compliment that I do get is, well, verbally, families always tell me afterward that you sang like an angel for us. I felt the Holy Spirit through your heart. You've uplifted all of us so much. I get wonderful verbal compliments like that from family, but I think it's actually when I'm singing, seeing people smile, or close their eyes and you can tell they're feeling their loved one, they're having memories. It's a beautiful compliment.
That is incredible. Here, if you want more information about her, leighsings.com is her website. I gotta ask, what's the most requested song for you to sing?
For Christian or Catholic service, probably Ave Maria, Amazing Grace. For a secular song, I've sung Unforgettable, Nat King Cole's Unforgettable, and
yeah.
I have a beautiful version of Summer Over the Rainbow that was sung by Eva Cassidy that I sing quite often, and John Lennon's Imagine.
Wow.
Wow, wonderful. Leigh, thank you so much for coming on and
Thank you
keep
both for having
doing
me.
that incredible work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you both for having
You
me.
really
I
make us
appreciate
look
it.
Thank you.
at it in a different way.
Yeah.
Wow. My goodness.